Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Two of the best teams in the game square off. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Cleveland Guardians. Singy, I know you like the long ball. Well, you've come to the right place.
Yeah, I'm here for the show, Boog. Looks like he's been hitting off a tee lately. Anytime you have this kind of a streak, it not only elevates your team's confidence, but forces the opposition to game plan around you.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So, almost ready to get underway. And on the hill today, John Means. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boog, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Mookie Betts, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Pitches in for a strike, and a count 1-1. Betts went deep in his most recent game. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Here's Shohei Ohtani, right now with more RBIs than anyone in the National League. That one catches the corner. Just missed.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you get a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and a miss.
A 1-2 count, all he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
Slider got him for strike 3. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Good power. Not great in the OBP department.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
And there's a ball.
1-1.
Mookie on the move. Ball outside.
Ball 2.
Throw, safe. Strike 2. Betts, the runner at second with one away. And that one hit to first. And he handles it himself for the out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Freddie Freeman now. Freeman matched a homer in his last game. Two outs. That's ripped. Base hit. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Everything came together for him. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Andy Pajes stands in
Ball
here,
one, no
takes
strike.
ball one low. And that's just foul. That one misses, and it's 2-1.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, and makes the grab. And that is that. Back now at Progressive Field. Getting the nod on the mound, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Stephen Kwan, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. There's a swing and a drive. This one could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he's there with a leadoff double. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now it's Jose Ramirez.
He really needs to start making more contact. Striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
That's off the mark. 2-0. Tying run in scoring position here in the second game of the series. And that one off the outside edge. That one fouled off. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Strike 3. It's a strikeout for Yoshinobu. Bo Naylor at the plate now.
He's done a great job making contact recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Naylor with a homer in his last game. Runner at second here, one gone. Strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That's hard hit on the line. Hernandez makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone. Kyle Manzardo will hit next. Enters the day third in the American League batting race. And that misses. And that is ball 1. And there's a foul ball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
That's a base hit. Run scores.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Next to hit, Will Brennan. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Edman makes the catch, and that is the third out of the inning. And we're back. Second inning set to go. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Means back to work. Slapped foul. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball one. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. And you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
Tommy Edman in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Edman, 29 years old, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games. And a swing and a miss.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
That missed by a lot. 2-1. Runner at first with no outs here. Check swing, and he went. And the count is even, 2-2.
2 strikes.
Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here's Kike Hernandez.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
Swinging a foul straight back. Hernandez, versatile player, can play all over the infield and the outfield. That one is absolutely belted. This one looks like trouble. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Headed for the plate. The relay in there. He scores. It's 2-1.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Miguel Rojas
Ball 1, no
at the plate now. That's ball 1. 1 out and a runner at second here at the top of the second. And that is out of play. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. His first homer of the year. It's 4-1. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Mookie Betts now. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
All 1's the count.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Hard hit left side. And Betts is set down. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base slugging too. That's outside, and it's 1-0.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Fastball for a strike. That one to first. Finds its way through, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Hernandez in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Here's Ohtani flying around third. The relay to the plate, safe, and they lead by 4.
Well done. Drives in the run. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Just off the outside edge. Ball 1.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
At the belt and fires. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
One of the better pitches he's thrown in this game, but he just hasn't been able to do it enough, unfortunately. You know, he could be getting a feel for that slider.
And a base hit coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Line drive. Brennan squeezes it, and that is that. Here in Cleveland, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Lane Thomas. And that one clips the corner.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Khalil Watson, the next to hit. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Yeah, that's fouled off. One down, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Stepping up for the Guardians, Daniel Schneemann. There's the strike.
0-1.
That one drifts inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That one ripped. That's back there. And it hits the fence. And that's a double. So runner at second, 2 down. So in now for Cleveland, Angel Martinez. Just missed. Two outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a ball lined out towards center, and the inning is over. New inning getting started. Will Smith to the plate.
Will Smith.
That's to third. Schneemann. 1 up, 1 down. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. He's 0 for 1.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tommy Edman.
Inside, just missed.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
And another ball.
Outside.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
And that's in for a strike. And it's 2-1. This one in the air. Schneemann. And there are two down. And Kike Hernandez at the plate.
Now
Doubled in his first AB.
Kike Hernandez.
And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
0-1's the count.
Two outs, base is empty. And 1-2.
That's a ball.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So
A swing and a miss. That retires the side. And that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
Stephen Kwan.
In the
Ball
dirt,
one.
ball one.
Counts 1-0.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Smith right there to make the grab. One away.
Now batting.
Here's Jose Ramirez.
Jose Ramirez.
Fastball for a strike. And he grounds one back up the middle. Throw on to Freeman. And Ramirez is set down.
Now
Bo
batting.
Naylor getting ready to hit. 0 for 1 so far.
Bo Naylor.
That one
1-0.
in the dirt. 1-0. And there's a fly ball deep right field. And that one is off the wall. Throws to second. And in there with a double off the wall.
everything came together perfectly for him right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Now a chance for Kyle Manzardo. Lifted in the air down the left side, and it falls. Coming home. The throw in, but it's offline.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Kind of just punts it out there the other way. Didn't hit it real hard, but he got just enough of it to dunk it behind the infield. And I tell you what, you'll take those every day you can get them.
Brennan stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. On the ground to third. They take the force out. Inning over. Welcome back, and now on the mound to start the fourth, number 51.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. He's already homered in this game.
Miguel Rojas.
Swings through that.
You know, these Dodgers really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. You just can't average 2 runs per inning without a complete team effort from the lineup. Everyone's been doing their job, setting up the next guy, and taking care of their own business at the plate.
Not close with that one. Now 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Mookie now. 1 for 2. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Turns and fires the Betts. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball. 1 out, bases empty. Swings and misses, coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right. That one missed.
1-0.
High in the air, out to right. Brennan makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Bottom 4, there's Lane Thomas now.
Center fielder, Lane Thomas.
And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
The other way, and foul ball. And they'll do it again. Next pitch is outside. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Up with it. Fires to first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
And first offering is fouled off. The Dodgers leading by 4. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch misses, and the count even 1-1. To third, there's Hernandez handling the chance. Fires to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. Daniel Schneemann now at the plate. Doubled his first time. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
That's down and in. Two down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Hernandez, 32 years old, and he's a former home run derby champ. First offering, and it just misses.
You know, these Dodgers putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Next pitch misses outside, and it's 2-1.
That's out.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
And down on strikes. That K is his third of the game.
Now batting,
Freddie
the
Freeman
first
up to the
baseman,
dish.
Freddie Freeman.
Hit well, right field, way back, and gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 7-2. One out, base is empty. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that's in there for strike one. One down, base is empty. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And that's outside.
That's just out.
This one in the air. Watson. And there's 2 away.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Smith up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. So 2 balls and no strikes.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
And another ball. In for a strike. 3-1. Right through there for a strike.
Helpful.
Swing and a ground ball. Watson to first, and he beats it.
Now batting, center fielder Tommy Edman.
Man at first. And here comes Tommy Edman. 0 for 2 in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That's a strike.
1-1.
This one in the dirt. Smith, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that drops in for a strike. Right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Now he gets it to the pitcher covering the bag. He keeps his composure, and they get the out. Back now at Progressive Field. Here's the second baseman, Angel Martinez. Yamamoto back to work. That one's in there. 0-1.
You know, these Guardians, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group. And on the mound, you know, confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Strike 3. Yoshinobu gets the K.
Up next for the
So the batting order turns over. And up next for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. Drove in 2 runs on a double back in the first. He's 1 for 2. That's in for a strike.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
And he grounds one to the right side. Rojas in plenty of time to first. Home half of the fifth inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. And now it's going to be Jose Ramirez. Pitch misses inside. And that is ball 1. That clips the corner. And that's outside. Right back to him on the mound. Tosses to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Tim Herron.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
29. Tim Herron.
Here's Kike Hernandez.
Also Los Angeles. Third baseman, Kike Hernandez.
On the ground. Slings to first. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Miguel Rojas. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch misses.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Next offering is in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. This one popped up. Herron. He's got it. 2 up, 2 down. Now it's Mookie Betts. 1 for 3. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
1-1.
This one in the air. Manzardo. And that's the 3rd out. Back here in Cleveland, bottom of the inning. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Bo Naylor. And first offering is fouled off. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Way inside.
2 strikes. The count.
Well, he might have to look for a different put away pitch right here 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Up next,
and next will be the cleanup hitter, Kyle Manzardo.
Kyle Manzardo.
That's in there.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say it's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
Betts whips it to first. 2 up, 2 down. Stepping up for the Guardians, Will Brennan.
Will Brennan.
Late on that fastball.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Towards first, and Freeman, the Gold Glover, makes the play. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Left-hander out of the bullpen, Sam Hentges.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And now, Shohei Ohtani. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. And first offering is fouled off. And it's fouled away. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Foul ball, still 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Got him swinging. Sends it to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. There's a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Next offering misses, and it's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And there's the strike. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit.
Now batting, first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Man at first with 1 gone. And here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. 3 for 3, 2 singles, and a homer. That one inside, and it's 1-0. Hernandez leads off first with 1 away. Step off, throw to first, and he's back in safely. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Just off the inside edge.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
That one misses. Ball 3. And ball 4, 2 aboard. And next for LA, Andy Pajes. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 on, 1 out. Got him looking. Now 2 out. The batter now will be Will Smith. First round pick out of Louisville in 2016.
Let count.
In the dirt. First and second, 2 down. Here the top half of inning number 7. And a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That misses. And a count 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
On the ground to the left. Throws across the diamond, and they get the out on Smith. And that is the inning. Set for the last half of the 7th. Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. And ball 1. That one pushed foul. Foul ball. That one misses. 2-2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Khalil Watson digs in for the Guardians. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
Now that's smacked to right center. Edman tracks it down for the out. So in now for Cleveland, Daniel Schneemann. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1. And that's down and away. Fought off foul. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. The next pitch misses, and that's ball 3.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
And a foul ball. Ground ball up the middle. On to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning.
Funk up the plays, just wanna see that stank on your face. Funk up the plays, we just trying to dance, yo, turn up the bass. We about to go, what's about to happen, girl?
New pitcher coming on, the veteran, Paul Sewald.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
Tommy Edman at the plate.
For Los Angeles, center fielder Tommy Edman.
Ball 1, no strikes. Sewald, 34-year-old vet, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2012. And he drops it down the third baseline, and it goes just foul. Up the middle. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
Now batting, third baseman
Enrique Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That misses, and that's ball 1. He swings and fouls one off. Cut on and lifted in the air. Brennan hauls it in, and there's one away. And up next for Los Angeles, Miguel Rojas. Runner on the go. Pitch misses.
Ball one.
Throw, and they got him. Line to left, and that's just foul. Misses outside, and that's ball two. Outside with a breaking ball.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
And that's ball four.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
So back to the top of the order. Here's Mookie now. Just missed. Rojas off of first with two away. Bounce to the left side. Schneemann throws to first, and that is the inning. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth. Evan Phillips.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Angel Martinez. That catches the corner. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throw on to Freeman. One gone to the bottom of the eighth. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Phillips is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up.
Yeah, he stays out of the middle and pitches either at the bottom or at the top on the edges. And because of that, if you do get...
Rips one to right. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. He's in with a double, and that's his second double of the night.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And now Jose Ramirez.
Ball one.
Ball one there. He's so consistent that the manager basically could look at it like he's got 3 outs sitting in his pocket. That shortens the game. Man at second.
When he takes the mound, you feel like, hey, this inning is wrapped or this ball game is over. He's just that good, and you can see it in opposing hitters as well.
There's a high chopper. Freeman. And he takes it himself for the out.
They know when he comes in, pretty much forget about it. Kind of reminds me of Mariano Rivera.
And here's the catcher, Bo Naylor. And that clips the inside corner. That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-1. Check swing, no appeal. Fouls one off. 2-2. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner from third comes across, and it's an RBI single. It's 7-3.
He was all over that one. Really protected with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
And here is Kyle Manzardo. Two outs. That one catches the zone. No balls, 2 strikes.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
That one just missing inside. And a count now even up. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Cade Smith.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. And that one hammered. And it's into the gap. And that's a leadoff double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now the right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the top of the 9th. Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. His 12th of the season, and they add a pair. It's 9-3. And here's Freddie Freeman. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that one fouled off. The 1-1 is fouled off. Pitch misses there, and it's 2-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Next offering way off the plate. Popped up. Drops into the glove, and there's one down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Paz in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. That one hammered, but pulled foul. And that skips in the dirt. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
And that's downstairs and outside. struck him out swinging. Gassed it right by him. 2 down, bases empty. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Drilled out towards left center field. Kwan moving back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Tanner Scott.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
So digging in, Will Brennan.
Right fielder, Will Brennan.
Ball one low.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
Next offering is down low.
2 balls, no strikes.
Next offering is fouled back. Missing inside. 3-1 now. That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
Swing and a base hit. He saw a lot of pitches in that at bat and found a way to win the battle.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here comes Lane Thomas. In there at the knees. Strike 1. Scott, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup.
Inside, ball 1. Two, 1.
Squirts away a little bit. Nobody out. Runner at first. Look out.
Yep,
and it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Khalil Watson digs in for the Guardians. And there's a strike.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
And that is cut on and missed. And the count is 0-2. And it's through for a hit. Brennan around third. Now a long throw home. It's offline. The run comes in. It's now 9-4.
Comes through with the RBI. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Thomas over at second. Watson at first with no outs. And that's off the inside edge. Now 2-0. Swung on, belted. Edman going back on it. That one is gone. A 3-run homer, his second of the year, and they close the gap. It's 9-7. So they turn to their closer, Tyler Glasnow.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing the work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
And now here is Angel Martinez. And there's a ball. Just missed.
He was looking for some firewood right there. I tell you what, if you're not out in front, swing at that pitch, you'll be looking for a new bat.
4 runs already in the frame. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Swing and a miss.
2-2 now.
Ring him up, says Darryl Parker. That's a strikeout. So up next, Stephen Kwan. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Base is empty, 1 away here in the last half of inning number 9. Fastball for a strike.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. Edman ranging back. Caught just shy of the wall. So it's their last chance in this one. Next for the Guardians is the designated hitter, Jose Ramirez. 0 for 4 with 3 groundouts and a strikeout. First pitch swinging.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
That's a ball.
And ball 1. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. They're down to their final strike.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before.
Throw to first, ball game. And the Dodgers even this series up at a game apiece.
Well, we saw both teams come ready to swing it in this one, and they found a lot of success. Couple of touchdowns up on the board today. Pretty amazing, and it turned out to be a close one considering all the runs put up. Really wild.
Lovers intertwined with no place to go, and so they kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. So come escape with me, just a rebel looking for a place to be. So let's kick and push, yeah, and coast. Yeah, yeah. Before he knew he had a crew, there wasn't no punk, and they spit fire shirts and SB dunks. They would push till they couldn't skate no more.